smokes. I've been to one county fair, a picnic, and a rodeo, and I never seen nothing that looked like that before. What do you suppose it is?
You got me.
Ah, gosh, I guess that fixed his plow. No, by gosh, he's still a-rolling. Oh, John, oh.
Hey, cowboys, clear out of here.
We got a pass to see Colonel Bigelow.
Oh, you must be Rex Allen.
That's right.
Spike Connors.
Hi, Lieutenant.
You better head around the other way. There's a minefield planted between those markers. We're trying to find out if this new tank will take it.
Hey, Rex, look out. There's going to be hamburger bloat all over the country.
Let's head him off, boys. Get out there. Hi, cattle. Hula, hula. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, woo. Ha, ha, now. That's that, doggy.
Now, hold still, Doggy. Now, don't move, Doggy. Hey, Rex, help! Help! Help, Rex! Come help me!
Hang on to him, Slim. I'll give you a hand.
Hey, Rex, who do they think they're kidding with them explosive signs? Why, if there'd been anything planted out there, we'd have been blown higher than a kite.
Come on, let's see what the lieutenant wants us to do with these cattle. Herd them in here, boys. That'll keep them from being hamburger for a while.
Put that gate back like you found it. Those aren't my cattle.
We're just trying to keep them off of that minefield. Who do they belong to?
That's the Flying L brand, the next ranch over.
Thanks, mister.
So that's the contraption that's going to replace the cavalry, huh? Looks like a cracker box to me.
It'll hold its own.
You just wait till you try to go through a river or down a steep cliff with it. You wish you had a good horse under you.
Tell Colonel Bigelow we'll meet him at the camp as soon as we take the cattle where they belong.
Sure thing, Rex.
That must be the guy Colonel Bigelow threatened to send down here if we didn't cooperate with the Army. Old man Lewis isn't going to like having his stock run off the free range.
I guess the Army meant business when they told us to get our stock off. I don't like it, neither do the other ranchers. We've been dependent on that free range for a long time.
See that herd down there? My family have been raising horses for 5 generations. They developed the finest stock in the West. They've used them in 4 wars, not including the Indian Uprising.
Ranchers are all having a meeting at Chuck Ramsey's ranch tomorrow. We'll fight that Army right to the ground.
Well, it's a lot more than just fighting the Army. These tests they're making. If that tank wins out over the cavalry, the Army won't be buying any more horses. I'll be out of business and you'll be out of a job.
And that could be.
We've got to delay these tests until I can dispose of all my horses. It means $100,000 to me.
Don't worry, Johnson. I'll go to work on those ranchers and have them so fired up, those tests will never come off.
Nevertheless, I think I'll send Chuck Ramsey over to the Army camp tonight and see what's going on.
Halt! Colonel Bigelow sent for me. I'm Rex Allen.
Oh, the colonel's expecting you. He's inside. The rest of you men will find your tent down to the end of the street. And there's the picket line.
Take care of Coco, will you, Clem?
Sure.
Well, sir, everything checks. I can't find any damage. And you know, she went right through those charges just about the way we figured.
Well, it looks as if we're on the right track with this design. Oh, hello, Rex.
Good evening, sir.
I've been expecting you. Spike told me about the cattle.
I don't know whether to salute you, sir, or shake hands.
Oh, the handshake will do. Now, let's see. It's been about 4 years since you left the cavalry to follow the rodeos, hasn't it?
Hiya, Rex.
Howdy, Spike. Well, I see you got the little iron monster home, all right.
Go on, go right ahead. Give her a good boot. She can take it.
I've got a lot of faith in this tank, Rex. That's why I sent for you. The big army brass will be here in a couple of days to witness a cross-country race between the cavalry and this tank.
Well, where do I fit in?
Well, we selected this open country for the test because of the terrain. Government's been letting the ranchers graze their horses and cattle here for years.
Now they refuse to get them off so you can go ahead with your test.
Exactly. You and your boys are going to clear the range for me.
Well, the ranchers and I speak the same language. Maybe I can convince them that it's their patriotic duty not to cause any trouble.
Do you remember Lieutenant Chuck Ramsey?
Yes, sir, very well. Why?
He was court-martialed out of the army for gambling, insubordination. He's got a ranch near here. He's done everything possible to fight the cavalry.
That's tough. You know, Colonel, if this tank proves itself, it won't be the cavalry anymore. It'll be the tank corps.
I know.
I thought you were a dyed-in-the-wool cavalryman.
I am, Rex. As a matter of fact, I feel a lot like a cowman turned sheep herder. But this is 1926, and all the big powers are experimenting with tanks. So you got to keep abreast of the times. The lieutenant and I are the only ones who believes the tank has a future.
You'll have a rough time convincing the old-time cavalryman that the horse is finished.
Halt! Who goes there?
A friend.
Advance, friend, and be recognized.
Oh, hi,
Hiya,
Spike.
honey.
Did she say friend?
Oh, hello, Colonel Bigelow.
There?
Rex, I'd like you to meet Cherry Ramsey.
Hello, Rex.
Hello. Not Chuck's little sister.
That's right. No more pigtails, no more dolls, except this one, of course. And no more crying, remember?
4 years have made a big difference.
Chuck's outside. He heard you were coming, and he wanted to say hello to an old buddy.
Why didn't he come in?
I can tell you why. Because I'm here. He still blames me for his court-martial.
Whatever Chuck did, it was his own fault. The court-martial was fair. It's the disease he has that's to blame.
Is he sick?
Yes, a bad case of gambling fever. We've had a hard time making ends meet this season. And now with the Army taking over our free
But that's
range...
only temporary. In a few weeks, this test will be over, and the free range returns to you ranchers.
I know it, but the ranchers don't. They think this is the start of a lot of tests and that the free range will become a permanent testing ground. As a matter of fact, they're holding a meeting tomorrow morning at our ranch to see what they can do to stop you.
Oh? You should be there, Rex.
I'm not invited.
Well, if you think you can talk any sense into him, you are now.
Thanks, I'll be there.
Colonel, with your permission, I'll see Terry back to her ranch.
By all means.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.
Night.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir?
Need any help?
No, sir. This I can handle myself.
Hello, Chuck. Rex. Let's see, it was 4 years ago.
Yeah?
B Troop of the 7.
Say, that cowboy outfit looks good on you. I'm glad to see somebody else had brains enough to get out of that man's army.
Well, I didn't get out for the same reason you did, Chuck. I'm sorry I said that. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, it's all right. Everybody knows.
Matter of fact, I still hold my reserve commission. Probably still be in if the old rodeo bug hadn't bit me.
Yeah.
I'm just down here to do a little job for Colonel Bigelow.
Colonel Bigelow. That four flesh and tin hat.
Now, wait a minute, Chuck. This is not a personal matter with me. I'm just trying to do a job. Thought maybe I might be able to call on you for a little
Yeah,
help.
I know why you're here. And if you think you're going to get any help from me or the other ranchers, you're still thinking army.
Maybe that's not a bad way to think. I'll be over at your place in the morning to see how the other ranchers feel about it.
It's a closed meeting.
Terry invited me.
She had no right to.
You didn't come down here just to say hello to me. What is it?
Take a tip, Rex. Go back to rodeoing.
Yes, I knowed it, I knowed it. These bones gonna rise again.
The Lord, he thought he'd make a man.
These bones gonna rise again.
Made him out of mud and a little bit of sand.
These bones gonna rise again. I knowed it. Yes, I knowed it, I knowed it. These bones gonna rise again. With old bones connected to the hip bone connected to the backbone connected to the shoulder bone connected to the neck bone connected to the head bone. These bones gonna rise again. Thought he'd make him a woman, too. These bones gonna rise again. Didn't know exactly what to do. These bones gonna rise again. So it took a rib from Adam's side. These bones gonna rise again. And he made Miss Eve want to be his bride. These bones gonna rise again. I knowed it. Yes, I knowed it, I knowed it. These bones gonna rise again. Put 'em in a garden rich and fair. These bones gonna rise again. Told 'em to eat what they found there. These bones gonna rise again.
Serpent, he come round the trunk.
These bones gonna rise again.
At Miss Eve, his eye he won.
These bones gonna rise again. Head bone, neck bone, shoulder bone, backbone, hip bone, thigh bone, knee bone, shin bone, leg bone, ankle bone, foot bone, heel bone, toe bone. These bones gonna rise again. Quit fooling around, Slim, and get some sleep. We got a meeting to go to in the morning.
Who's fooling around? I ain't alone in this here bed. Come here, you. Oh, he's just a little old Chucky Waller lizard. Hi, little feller. I think I'll keep him and call him Jody. Oh! He ain't housebroke.
Morning. Morning, Chuck. Meeting's about to start. I'm glad you showed up.
It looks like everybody's here. Now, if you and Cameron work it right, we'll have them thinking our way.
I just found out we're gonna have company for Rex Allen.
What's the idea? This is supposed to be a closed meeting for the ranchers only.
Well, my sister told me she invited Allen. You know how women are. Don't worry, Mr. Jensen. Cameron and I'll fix things so that Allen gets the wrong kind of reception.
Well, all right, but just make sure everything works out the way we want it to.
Just a minute, Mr. Jensen. I need a few dollars.
Again? I thought you quit gambling.
Well, you know how it is. I tried to get even. I got farther in the hole.
You've been hitting me pretty hard lately.
Well, it's worth it, isn't it, for what you want done?
This'll have to do you for a while. And remember, if the Army wins out, I stand to lose at least $100,000.
Don't worry, the Army won't be here long. Now, you start talking to him, Cameron. Get him stirred up before Allen gets here. And I'll back you up.
Leave it to me. All right, neighbors, let's call this meeting to order. You all know why we're here. The Army wants us to give up our grazing land. If we do that, we're out of business.
It's not fair. We pay taxes.
Yeah, we do.
The Army's got other land they can use. We have.
That's not true. There's lots of pasture land we can rent.
But why should we have to rent pasture land?
I'll tell you why. Bigelow. Just because he's a colonel in the Army, he thinks he's a tin god. When we didn't follow his orders to get off the land, it made him mad. Now, for spite, he brought that saddle bum Allen down here to run us off. I wouldn't be surprised if he and Allen were partners.
Cameron's right, man. I was in the Army. I ought to know. Well, let's talk it over calmly.
The Army ain't calm about it. They're running my cattle lean.
They're scaring them with their mines and tanks.
And trying to put us off by force.
Yes, and they've got the guns to do it. But we've got guns, too.
But we can't fight the Army. We wouldn't have a chance.
Maybe not, but we can make it real uncomfortable for them. Here they come now. Will you ranchers back me up? Yeah. I'll show you what I mean. What are you doing here? You weren't invited.
We're just taking orders from Colonel Bigelow. Rex Allen and his boys have been hired by the colonel to clear the range if you don't start moving your cattle off immediately.
Hear that, men? They're gonna get tough.
I'll do something about it.
Hold on. I'm afraid it's all over with anyhow.
All right, get them in their saddles and get them out of here.
Keep your hands off of him. I'll take care of him.
You better get him out of here, Slim, before they kill him.
You can tell Colonel Bigelow if the Army wants any trouble with us taxpayers and citizens, you're sure gonna get it. And that goes for all the ranchers. You better move your test someplace else.
Oh, fine bunch of heroes you are. 10 against 1.
He asked for it.
Well, that doesn't mean you had to beat him to death.
All right, men. Break it up. The meeting's over.
I'm ashamed you're my brother. I'm going to give Rex permission to drive the cattle off the free range.
What's the idea? I have something to say about that.
The idea is that the Army is bigger than you or any of the other ranchers around here.
The Army.
Just because you got a dishonorable discharge, which you deserved.
How do you know I deserved it? That court-martial didn't give me a chance. A fine thing, you taking the side of the Army against your own brother.
I can't understand what's come over you, Chuck. Maybe you're getting some bad advice from some of the other ranchers. Jensen and that foreman of his.
Suppose you leave my friends out of this. Let's talk about yours. Spike Connors, for instance. That tin soldier's the real reason why you're selling us out to the Army.
How's Spike?
Oh, he's in the infirmary, but he'll be all right. Miss Ramsey just left. She gave us permission to move the cattle off the free range.
What about the other ranchers? Colonel, you know it's only 2 days till you start these tests. If they continue to have that attitude, there's only one thing left for us to do.
Maybe you're right. These tests are too important to the government to let a few ranchers interfere. I'll let you have as many of my men as you need. I want the range cleared of every cow and horse. Now, that's an order.
Yes, sir. It'll be carried out immediately.
Come along, boys, and listen to my tale. I'll tell you all my troubles on the old Chisholm Trail.
I started up the trail October 23rd. Started up the trail with a Diamond X herd.
A $10 horse and a $40 saddle. I'm a-gonna quit punching Texas cattle.
I'm up in the morning before daylight. Before I sleep, the moon shines bright. I went to the boss to draw my roll. He figured me out $9 in the hole. It's cloudy in the west and it's looking like rain. My darned old slicker's in the wagon again. He jumped in the saddle and grabbed a hold of the horn. Best darn cowpuncher ever was born.
With my knees in the saddle and my seat in the sky, I'll be punching cows in the sweet by and by.
Yeah!
last of the cattle.
Looks like we're going to have to do something drastic if we expect to prove those tests a failure.
Let's get the ranchers out and give them an open fight.
You know we can't do that. When it comes to a showdown with the Army, the ranchers will all back out.
Well, I'm not going to back out on you. I'll bet you 2 to 1 that tank never finishes the race.
I'll take that bet. How much?
$1,000.
You're on. This is one bet it'll be a pleasure to pay off.
Each one of these black spots is an explosive, and we're supposed to come along here in the tank.
Oh. Well, General Parker, this is Rex Allen.
How do you do? How do you do, sir?
Take care of those, Lieutenant, will you?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the route the tank and the troops must follow. The course is plainly laid out with markers through which the contestants must pass. The course leads through this rough terrain, through the stream, through barbed wire, and through a field of explosives with just enough powder to frighten the horses. Of course, we don't expect a tank to be held up by any of these. Rex Allen and his men have been over the course and reported clear of the cattle. That's right, isn't it, Rex?
That's right, sir, but I'd like to take another look before the race starts.
Might be a good idea, Colonel. All right, it's now 10 o'clock. The maneuvers will start in 30 minutes.
Yes, sir. Good luck to you, Colonel.
Thank you.
Sure wish you and I were riding against that tank.
Don't worry about it, Slim. The boys that are doing the riding are hand-picked. They'll give that tank a race for its money.
Get the stuff?
Yeah, it's at the top of the cliff. It's time to drive that herd on the course. That tank will find it tough going. Mines and explosives the Army's got around here. No one will notice one more.
All the stuff we planted will make theirs sound like firecrackers.
The cattle will slow that tank down. We'll be a week digging it out.
Chuck, here comes Allen.
Now, who do you suppose let them cows out?
I don't know, but if we don't get them off of that course, they'll sure wreck this test.
What's he sticking his nose in for?
I guess he hasn't learned his lesson yet.
Wait till they get to that cliff.
What about the tank?
We've got enough dynamite to take care of us.
Sure a close one. Them soldiers sure are getting careless with their old explosives.
Sure are. We'll check into that later. The race is about to start. We better look the rest of the course over and see if there's any strays left.
Remember, the whole Army is watching this test, Colonel. Frankly, as an old cavalryman, I don't have much faith in these maneuvers. I'm still convinced that under battle conditions, a horse is more maneuverable than a tank. However, we've got to make this a fair test.
Well, I'll do my best, General. You all set, Spike?
Yes, sir. I just gave it a final checkup. Sure is a sweet little tank, sir.
Think it'll ever replace the horse, Lieutenant?
If anything ever does, this little baby of ours sure will.
What's that?
I guess somebody wants in. I'll take a look, sir. Hiya, Terry.
I just had to wish you luck, Spike.
Well, thanks. Hey, thanks again.
I'm so proud they picked you for this important assignment.
Maybe it's because I'm the only mechanic in the cavalry. See you. Just some more well wishes for the little baby here.
I see.
This is a good place. No one can see us here.
Looks like she's all clear. Guess there was just that one little bunch on there.
Don't worry, we'll catch up with them on the flat. A little more pressure on the fuel tank, Colonel.
Let me take a look. Don't look at them glasses all day. Hey, what's up? All Rex.
Here, take it.
Now the tank is moving up on the outside. They're going into a drive.
We'll move that far flag and put it here. And the tank will have to go between the two of them. It's the only clear place on the rocks.
It's the tank. It's a tank by a tank and a half. Oh, the tanks are moving away. Take a look, Rex.
Thanks.
Come on, cavalry. Come on, wrap them old horses over and under.
Come on, baby, keep going. We're way out in front.
Well, Slim, looked like she's all over but the shouting. Guess the colonel was right about that little tank. She's way out in front.
Doggone it, I sure did want to see that cavalry win.
Well, if they get past that last bunch of rocks over there without any trouble, that's all she wrote.
Get your horse and get that flag.
Hey, there's a couple of men fooling around down there changing the flags.
Soldiers?
No, they've planted something. I don't know what they're up to, but they look awful suspicious. We got to stop that tank.
There's Allen.
I wonder what he wants.
Well, we haven't time now to stop and find out. Keep moving.
Yes, sir.
Get back! Go back!
Keep between those two flags. We don't want to be disqualified.
Colonel Bigelow, Slim. Get him to his feet.
Can you make it, Colonel?
Spike.
Spike, okay?
Spike! Come out of it, Spike.
Take him on to the doctor, Slim.
It's too late for Spike.
Go down that long
have something important to do, so I'll have one of the boys see you home.
Miss Ramsey, I'm sure Spike would want you to have his saber. It's a cavalryman's most prized possession.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how sorry I am, Terry. Army lost a good soldier.
We were going to be married.
I know.
I haven't got anything to keep me here anymore, so I've decided to go away.
What about the ranch?
Chuck and I haven't been getting along too well lately. Last night he offered to buy out my interest, and I told him I'd think it over. Today I've decided to sell.
Chuck must be doing all right.
That's what bothers me, Rex. I know he was broke only a little while ago. Still gambling. Maybe won this time. Sooner or later, he'll lose again. Mortgage the ranch and lose that, too. No, I don't want to stay around and watch him go to pieces.
I don't like to interfere in family matters, but after all, Chuck is your brother. Maybe if you stayed around, you could straighten him out.
I've tried to help him, but it didn't do any good at all.
Terry, I have a good reason for you not selling out just now. Do you suppose you could hold off a couple of days just for me?
Sure, Rex. Why?
Well, I don't think Spike's death was accidental. It was murder.
Murder?
Slim! Will you see Miss Terry home?
Sure thing, Rex.
Colonel Bigelow, as far as the Army is concerned, this test has been a complete failure. You've wasted time and money trying to prove that a tank could replace the horse in the cavalry.
I'm sorry things happened the way they did, General.
I've ordered the troops back to Fort Sam Houston.
Sir, those flags were moved. Rex Allen told me...
That story of an explosion is just so much poppycock. That tank blew up because of mechanical failure. Flags were probably moved with the explosion. No, as far as I'm concerned, the whole affair is closed. You've not only antagonized the ranchers, but a fine young soldier has been killed. Stay here with the cleanup detail and report to me in 3 days at Fort Sam Houston.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Colonel, we couldn't trace the two men that moved those flags.
Well, I've been ordered to close up this headquarters and forget the whole thing. I'll see that you're paid off.
Couldn't find the men, but we found this. Does that look like part of one of your landmines?
No. Now, this is the waterproof casing of a stick of dynamite.
We found it under the tank when it was being repaired.
We use TNT in our explosives, but not enough to hurt anybody.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the type of dynamite used by ranchers for blowing up tree stumps.
What are you trying to imply?
Your tank was sabotaged.
Oh, but Rex, the Army will never believe that. As a matter of fact, I'm afraid those cavalry brass hats are kind of glad the test was a failure.
But this may be the reason it was a failure.
This is a very serious matter, Rex. But I don't dare notify Army intelligence unless you're absolutely certain.
Will you give me a chance to find out?
How?
The tank's been repaired, and I'd like permission to move it over to Ramsey's barn.
Is that part of your plan?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go to it. You have 3 days.
That should be enough.
There's one thing, Rex. If you fail, it may mean court-martial for me. But I'd give anything, including my professional career. I could find out who deliberately blew up that tank. So go ahead.
Spike Connors was a friend of mine, too.
Boy, this thing sure has got a lot of gadgets in it.
Yeah, I bet it has. I'd like to see.
Hi, Rex. I want you to drive this tank over to Ramsey's barn. You think you can handle it?
Why, sure. I can drive anything on foot, wheels, or wings. Boy, this is going to be fun.
After you get the tank in the barn, I want you to go into the casino club and spread a rumor.
A rumor? What I wonder if I picked up any passengers. I thought I hit something. Sir, ma'am.
Why, you... Corporal of the Guard!
Hi, Jensen.
Yeah?
Been looking for you. Well, the Army's moved out.
That tank was a fizzle. You'll be selling horses to the Army for a long time. Now, how about paying up on our bet?
Well, guess we can do that all right. There's, 800.
800? The way I got the odds figured, you owe me 2,000.
That's right, but you already borrowed 1,200, remember?
Pretty cheap for murder.
He didn't seem too happy about the deal, boss. I'm in it as deep as he is. I'm going to keep an eye on him.
On 8. 7, the man loses. You're lucky today, Chuck.
Hold everything. Don't roll them dice till it gets my dough down. With old Chuck's luck, there's going to be meat on the table tonight.
You mean beans. He hasn't beaten the house in 3 months.
How do you feel, Chuck?
Things been going my way.
That's good enough for me.
Come on now.
A 7, the man wins on the line.
You changed my luck.
Old Slim changes everybody's luck. Waiter, set up a couple of bottles. These ranchers is going to need a drink when they hear what I got to tell them.
Ace is old Snake Eyes, the man loses.
Y'all lose. The Army's coming back again. They're going to run a test on that tank. Have a drink.
You're drunk.
Go on, you too good to drink with me?
That tank was wrecked.
That's what you think. It's safe out in Ramsey's barn right now. Oh, John. Whoa now. You jumped clean out from under.
Hey, Rex, he carried the gag too far. He's only kidding. I hope.
Hey, Jensen. Jensen, the Army's coming back.
What are you talking about?
Slim is in the club, drunk. He talked too much. He says they fixed that tank. And Terry must have given the Army permission to use our barn as a garage.
Are you sure Slim was drunk?
Loaded to the ears. Buying drinks for everybody.
Nevertheless, it might be one of Alan's tricks. The rancher's still in the club?
Yeah.
That iron contraption is in your barn. I've got an idea that'll keep us in the clear and still destroy that tank. Come on.
How'd you make out?
I got about choked to death on their bad whiskey, but...
Well, pardon you.
But I think I got the ball rolling. Say, I found out one thing. Old Chuck's been losing, not winning.
Are you sure?
Yeah. He went a little bit in there a minute ago, but the dealer said it's the first time he's beat the house in months.
Let's get back over at the barn and see who shows up.
I guess you heard the bad news, Jensen. The ranchers are pretty upset about it.
Men, listen to me a minute. You've all heard the Army's coming back. Are we going to let them run our stock off the free range again?
Well, I should say we're not.
The brass hats in Washington issued orders to the Army to stop all tests. This is Allen and Bigelow's way of getting revenge.
What are they sticking their nose in for?
And it's become a personal matter.
Exactly the way I feel about it.
Now, I say, let's take care of Allen and Bigelow ourselves. How about it?
Maybe they're all guilty.
You've got to stop them right now.
Good.
If you have any more trouble over that tank, I'll be responsible. Colonel Bigelow will be court-martialed. Get on out to the barn and move that tank in case I can't stop him.
The tank is in the Ramsey barn. Let's go out there and get rid of it.
Come on.
Hold it! Nobody's leaving this place until you listen to me. There's been enough bloodshed already. We don't want any more of it. Stand back! You're not going to give Rex the same treatment you gave him last time. If you'd listened to me before, Lieutenant Connors would be alive today.
Just a minute, Allen. You ain't a-blaming us.
Not blaming anyone, but somebody deliberately blew up that tank and killed him.
Are you accusing us ranchers of murder?
Not yet, but if you men destroy that tank, I'll see that you're all charged with treason. You've all got a big stake in this country. You, Mr. Sampson, your grandfather came out here in a covered wagon and fought Indians to homestead his land. And you, Mr. Jensen, 4 generations of your family have sold some of the finest horses in the world to the Army to help build this country. And you, Chuck Ramsey, you were in the Army once yourself. In fact, I soldiered with you. We both took an oath to defend this country against its enemies, foreign and domestic. I'm sure you haven't forgotten that oath. This land is yours, and if you want to keep it that way, you've got to help your own army do it. Now, when we hold these maneuvers again, I want all of you to remember one little thing. You're all citizens of this great country.
That's a lot of talk, men. Don't listen to it.
Listen, you haven't got anything to lose. Why don't you keep your mouth shut? Or do you want me to shut it for you?
Go ahead, Rex. We'll see you get an honest fight this time.
Let's get to that tank. We'll stop by the ranch and pick up some of my men.
Where's Chuck and Jensen?
They slipped out the door.
Chuck been losing a lot of money here lately?
Yeah. In the last couple of months, he's lost a fortune.
Funny, Terry said the ranch hadn't done too well last season. Must be getting his gambling money somewhere.
It's none of my business, but Jensen was backing him. I think he was working for Jensen.
Jensen's family's been raising horses for years. If the tank replaces a horse, he stands to lose everything. Slim's at the barn by himself, and Jensen knows it.
Trying to get this mechanized Dutch oven going.
Did you turn on the ignition?
Hey.
Slim, come here, quick.
What's up? I came here to wreck that tank. That's the reason I was trying to get it out and get you fine.
Had no right to do it. We're gonna take that tank off the property.
us off all day in that barn.
There's a side door.
Bob. Ramsey here. Come on. All right, Slim, drop that gun. Don't turn around. Get me a sledge or something. We'll bust the gas tank and set it on fire. Right.
In the barn. Chuck and Jensen have gone after him.
They got us trapped. They'll kill us. I'm gonna give myself up.
No, you don't.
We're not through yet. Get in that tank. Come on.
Jensen? Jensen?
Dead, Chuck.
You heard that expression? Once a cavalryman, always a cavalryman? Found out what a traitor I was to my country. A little too late. A little too late. when she should have hauled. Never hurt her a bit, though. She's as good as new.
I don't think anybody will bother it anymore. The sheriff's got them all behind bars.
The general gave me permission to run another test. I'm sure it'll be a success this time.
Rex, are you sure you won't stay on at the ranch for a few days?
Well, Slim and the boys will stay around long enough to fix up your barn door and this hitching rack here. Colonel has promised enough grazing land for all the ranchers to take care of their cattle, and I think you'll be in good shape. Good luck, Colonel.
Goodbye, Rex, and thanks again.
Bye, Terry.
Goodbye, Rex.
I thought I felt a bump. Yeah, I'm positive I felt a bump. Oh!